Let me introduce my next guest, Majed Rafizadeh. He's the president at the International American Council on the Middle East, and he joins me live from Washington, D.C. Thank you so much for being with us on the program. As we've been reporting, Trump has convened a meeting in the Situation Room in Washington, D.C. We're waiting to hear the details on that. We also do know that he has held a phone call with Netanyahu following that meeting there. What do you expect moving forward?
Well, first, thank you for having me, Efnan. I think you're going to have two scenarios here. One, it's either the supreme leader is going to surrender. They want him to surrender. And it means the government completely and the military institution, the IRGC and the Basij and other organizations completely surrender the government. I think, which is less likely scenario, because of the consequences they might fear they might have in the country. The second scenario, if they don't surrender, which is I think this is where it's going, or where it's heading now, it's going to be escalation. I think you're going to see U.S. joining Israel, and they're going to strike remaining military bases, nuclear sites. It might even be the military leaders, which is already included. I think there is going to be an escalation until they can basically submit them into surrender, force them into surrender. So I think I believe the second scenario is more likely to happen in the coming days. That's why the U.S., I think, ordered their embassy in Jerusalem to close, because you still have some ballistic missiles is being fired from Iran. So they still have some hidden places, missile launchers. So I think they're trying. They're most likely going to increase to strike those places and what is left from Iran's missile defense system or missile launchers or drones.
Looking at the two recent rounds of missile attacks that Iran has conducted on Israel, do you see a change in strategy here? What can you tell us about Iran's military capabilities, defense capabilities, and what would U.S. involvement, direct U.S. involvement in this conflict result to? How catastrophic would it be?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a great question you ask, because the nature of war has changed. It used to be more like ground forces, tanks. Those were the more number you had, the better you were, the more powerful you were. But now it's Air Force, and they have complete dominance, Israel and U.S. over Iran skies. This means that they can strike any place they want with basically complete freedom. So this really gives them more power. So now Iran, from again my point of view, if Iran had other tactics to use, it would have used it last 5 days. It wouldn't wait. It wouldn't wait till last moment. I think what's happening, they're running out of the ballistic missiles, because Iran had reportedly around 3,000 ballistic missiles. And those ballistic missiles, many of them have been destroyed by Israel, according to Israel. And they have launched so far, I think, around 600-700 ballistic missiles. And as you could see, every day the number is going down. Mm-hmm. First day was around 200-300, but the next day was lower. So I think Iran really strategically, and it's a very, very vulnerable and it's kind of cornered. Mm-hmm. I don't think it has options. I think it's going to fight to the end, because the alternative is going to surrender. It would have it would have really repercussions for those military leaders. Are they going to get all arrested? Are they going to go all, held by the court system? So there is going to be a lot of repercussion. So it's a kind of, they don't have option. They're going to fight, but I don't think strategically and militarily they have the superiority anymore. So it's a matter of days or week for them to surrender.
Okay, Majed Rafizadeh, thank you so much for being with us here on TRT World and sharing that insight with us.
Thank you. Thank you.